It be the niggas in the worst positions that come on this bitch and got the most to say, dog. You can be in your feelings about me reporting on it. You can be in your feelings about me bringing it up, breaking it down. You can be in your feelings all you want, but shit, I ain't gonna stop.
Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I know a lot of times I may come off like I'm joking, but love and hate is a true human emotion. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Emotions have you crying. Emotions have you lying. Then they wanna run your name. Then they tryna strike your page when they put you in a play. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Emotions have you crying. Emotions have you lying. Then they wanna run your name. Then they tryna strike your page when they put you in a play. Mars, help me please. Can you block this troll for me? That hoe keep distracting me. Hurry up before I leave off this motherfucking stream. Big dog, yeah, he gotta eat. Yo girl keep cash apping me. And can y'all run them likes up please? You clowns keep on doubting me, but Punch Gang say they proud of me. Big bifocals I can see. Mr. Punch up on a tree. You clowns, y'all can cancel me. Niggas scared to punch with me. Y'all niggas can't be for free, so that shit did hit the cash up, please. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Emotions have you crying. Emotions have you lying. Then they wanna run your name. Then they tryna strike your page when they put you in a play. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Emotions have you crying. Emotions have you lying. Then they wanna run your name. Then they tryna strike your page when they put you in a play. Alright, y'all limited on the beat. Play Runner Records. Playbook. We working, we ain't hating. Hello? 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 Hello?
What's up? Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Look, I I almost changed my name to the most hated something, but like a lot of people have that in their names. But damn, dang, trips and having a decent live and somebody saying positive things about me. Ha, let's get into it. I never understand what the hell is wrong with people. I sometimes I got to go listen to people twice, two or three times to make sure they're that dumb. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the real OG Nubian, you became a member. I really appreciate that. You put a comment below the description and asked for the link, so I do appreciate it. Vibrant, look, thank you for the headphones. How you doing today? Sophisticated Brat. Sophisticated Brat is definitely leveling up around the clubhouse for sure. And I really do appreciate the fact that you are a core supporter. I am going to put you in the core supporter category. I don't know what the perks are, but it just all depends on the day, right? So I appreciate you, Sophisticated Brat. But anyway, I'm not going to draw out this live. I just have, several things to say, which is very interesting, okay? Um so let's go to should I wait till a few more people are in here about what do y'all want to talk about first? Lolo or people networking on the YouTube streets, and or Bree saying something nice about the channel, because all of that is kind of crazy. What's up, Barn Dog? What's up, Rare Treasure? Hopefully everything's good on with y'all. Mod Squad. Yeah, shout out to the Mod Squad. So I did have in my original title that don't F with my mods, right? And people already know that by now. I mean, they should. How many of my mods was I like, okay, yeah, that shit's not going down, whatever. Now, you might look at my protection plans or whatever and think they're crazy, but they're not. I got a couple clips for y'all during my show with me at different sectors. Every sector I've ever been at, I didn't kiss ass. I didn't do nothing. And the fact that these people think that, oh, I'm trying to make it in the beef sector, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. They don't know what I do. Actually, let me take that back. The people that are hating the most know what I do for a real, like for my living, like pay the mortgage and shit like that. Like this ain't gonna get it. So just the fact that the people that know that I'm beyond man code television on YouTube, which I care a lot about. I bust my ass to make this happen, but it doesn't pay the bills. Okay. It gets me a couple DD packs, put some gas in my car, and I don't know, shit. Maybe go out for a steak dinner and pay the light bill. That's about it. Everything else, yeah. So anyway, what's up? Who just came in here? Uh Gubs girl. Hey, what's up, Gubs girl? So anybody messing around with Gubs girl, she is already taken. So, don't do that crazy shit. This is her right here. Leave Gubs girl alone. All right. All right. Hey, a little flirting. I don't know, but hey, don't think that you're going too far with Gubs girl. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. All right. Sorry, Gubs girl. I don't know why I even said that, but I don't even know where to start with this bullshit. So let's just go right into the order. Let's go into Lolo's. What's up, the Joy Queen? Good to Gubs girl. Like a trucker's wife. Like, don't try to talk to somebody that, or Honey Love that clearly has an engagement ring in her name or whatever, and then people try to talk. Just don't get your feelings hurt out here, brothers. Anyway, and sisters, my bad. Okay, so let's just go down the line. Hell, replay gang is crazy over here because a lot of people are scared to be seen, which I will never understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have my style and it is what it is. Now, that whole like trying to make it in the beef sector, this and that, let's just say that's true, right? What's up, Queen of Hearts? Let's say that's true. Now, oh, you're from the Mo3 sector, this and that. Listen, the people that I came up with in troll on the troll beef sector, we're old now. This new sector, they're half my age. So is somebody allowed to move on? Everybody else did, right? Shakim came from Umar sector. Lemon came from Avatar Nation. And I'm pretty sure every single person you go down. So what is wrong with YouTube networking? That's going to be my next topic. What's up? What's up, your sunshine? Every time I see your name, I want to start singing that damn song. You're my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. All right. So anyway, okay, so let's go right into Lolo receipts. I gotta chill out because I'll go off the rails. Okay, sophisticated Brad. What up, Sparkles? How you doing today? All right. So the comments, I try my best. Unfortunately, I highlight every comment and I stop and I try to your sunshine. I stop and I try to interact with everybody. Some people love it, some people hate it. So I'll try to adjust that as much as I possibly can so that the comments keep up with what the hell I'm talking about, right? Or the other way around. So I keep up with the comments of what they're talking about. All right. So Bush baby, what it do? Did I miss somebody? I don't think so. RNY, the queen before you is in the building. All right. Let's go into Lolo receipts and we'll go right down the list here. And then you guys can pretty much determine how long you want this live to be. I'm going to give you the commentary. I'll drop the link. See what happens, and we're going to get up out of here. We're going to say what matters, and we're going to keep it moving. Okay, so I did mention, yesterday, I think it was yesterday. I did a members live. No, 2 days ago. So obviously the Lolo just Krista thing. I know people are tired of hearing about it. And to be honest with you, it's not really a storyline at all whatsoever. It's really just a back and forth. The only thing that made it the storyline is basically turning up the heat. Now, one thing that I get irritated about is when somebody goes to a platform and gives their testimony and they say something along the lines of, oh, that's not a big deal. Let's move on. Either, hey, we made amends, or, you go right, I'll go left, and, we can be cordial when we see each other, right? So I was cool. We were giving the commentary. Lolo was right here. Now, I don't know what the hell her and Jay Dunn were talking about, but they went back in history. They were talking about lending each other $5 back in 2018. So that's what tuned me out. And I was sitting down there in the right corner, just like, wow, what the hell is going on? But anyway, the reason why I said that is this. Apparently, I saw just Krista's, right? And I was like, okay, how much is Jay Dunn trolling on this situation? Now, I thought the whole form, I didn't fill out the form and all that other stuff was complete trolling. But I did see the other day that she went on there and said and showed the form. She said, this is how far I gotten. But just so you guys know, I put a poll together and I said, hey, who is Jay Dunn working with? Just Krista or TMO? So let me say this real quick. She showed the form and then she said that TMO basically asked her to go no further with it. So I don't know if that was like certain emotions at the time, but the form was started to be filled out. So people did come and say, hey, I don't know if they involved me or didn't involve me, but they said, oh, this is a play. This is trolling. This is this. This is that. Well, if it is, who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people want to be in certain sectors and then complain about being, cussed out or trolled or whatever. I don't know. They want to complain about all the stuff that the sectors are about that they enter, which really is just a made up virtual world where we're shadow banned with the same subscribers. Okay. Like, let's keep it real. Once we get past the 10-minute mark, I'll show you me basically taking down other channels in other sectors. And I don't mean what you call it. I do not mean striking. I don't mean doing this or doing that. I don't do that. I know how hard it is to build a channel. I'm not striking. I'm not doing that. I'd rather go head to head and get you up out of here naturally, where you have to say you're going to take a break. So Lolo's receipts, let's go back to that because I'll ramble a little bit too long. Okay. So there was a whole lot of, hey, I got this on you. This is what I could take the channel down for. My name, image, likeness, like my image, my voice, my whatever. Right. And then Lolo was like, hey, I'm not quite sure what my fight back is. And what'd you say, Bush Baby? You say Jay Dunn been terrorizing folks all day. Yeah, Bush Baby. And I really wish Jay Dunn would just kind of, I don't, what does she get out of that? Because she's not dumb and she's not a bad content creator, but all the shenanigans and stuff like that, like basically stunt your growth. You don't get paid for nothing. You know what I mean? Hey, if somebody cash apps you $100 or whatever, to do, like a form or a whatever the hell. I don't even know what they do because I don't care. But she stunts her own growth. So yeah, it is crazy. You said Jay Dummy a fool. Foxtrotter, how you doing? What's up with the face? Why are you feeling like that when you walk in the building? Hopefully you're doing okay. Let us know if you're not. So to combat all that bullshit, right? Lolo was being talked about at Pizarro's, and basically the theme is that Lolo is light because she has a good soul and they know that she's genuine and things like that, right? Okay, cool. Now, unfortunately, that could be like your best friend or your worst enemy to be looked at like that, because as I said, like, people throwing smoke and mirrors and deflections and this and that because her channel got remonetized, and then coming after her after she's trying to fight everything else. I think that's crazy. So we have, like I said, our receipts. Before I say the receipts that we have, binary, I have to respond about the quote unquote representative that's not a representative. I would never, ever, ever in life be anybody's representative on YouTube. or anything else. That's like a jailhouse lawyer. Hey, how you doing, Illuminated? Oh, what Jesus, Illuminegro. What I can't say. Enlightened. Sorry, I forgive me. Like I'm getting old. I got to turn my computer screen so I can actually see the damn chat. I'm good. How you doing, Envy? Well, Foxtrotter. Hopefully you're good. You when you walked in here, you had that long face, so I was just checking on you, right? Okay, so the receipts that Lolo has is something that was completely denied on the channel. So I love how things are recorded. I love how things are documented, and it is what it is. Now, me personally, I don't do borderline police activity or anything like that, but I will reassure somebody based on what the hell I know that they have. Just call you El Negro. All right. All right. Sorry about that. I literally like try to do too much. I try to sit up here and talk to the crowd, go through my commentary. Then I look over in the chat, and typically I'm all wrong. So I will definitely call you El Negro. I really appreciate that. Or enlightened. I'd rather call you enlightened than El Negro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might just be stupid that day and think I'm saying something crazy. So enlightened, I appreciate that. What's up, Stacy? How you doing? Everybody messes this up. I know. I'm glad. Thank you for making me feel like I'm not alone in that boat. But anyway, I reminded Lolo of that. I said, "Hey, hold on a second. Like you're worried. They're worried about name, image, and likeness of being shown on a video that they chose to click on, which YouTube clearly in the back makes you give access to your microphone. If everybody, the people that have been on the panel, you actually have to approve YouTube and StreamYard to have access to your mic and or your camera. So it is what it is. That's bullshit. But then I was like, oh, wait a second. Hold on. Remember when Just Krista put like the craziest photos on her Instagram and put a link from her YouTube to go check out the Instagram? That was literally her whole family. That was her son. That was I think a daughter, her, whatever the case may be. Now, here's the crazy thing, right? You sit back and you let people talk. You sit back and you let people talk. So what she said was, I never posted a picture. I never posted any pictures. But you know what? Like literally 10 minutes after that, she's like, well, you're not going to find anything other than the picture that I posted with her in front of her complex. I'm like, whoa. Like, I don't even have to pull out receipts at this point. You literally just said you never posted any receipts. And then you backed down and said that you didn't post certain receipts, but you posted either. So it doesn't really matter like what the intensity of those are. So basically, by saying that, Just Krista, you have welcomed the receipts to come out. Okay. Now, how do I say this? This could be so easy. If it needs to be content or whatever the case may be, if people are running out of content over there, do your thing, talk about it, do whatever. But please, the easiest thing is to say, you know what? We trolled. We got people up in arms. We had a good time doing that. Jay Dunn acted like she was going to do XYZ to basically everybody's channel and then pretty much keep it moving. You said people slow. People are slow because you don't sit here and admit what you just said that you didn't do. So anyway, like we're ready to roll out the receipts. And as I said, I was like, hey, Lolo, let's turn this thing up. Remember those receipts that we had with her page and all that other stuff? Then she tried to make a backup page so that her Instagram wouldn't be taken down. And she's not the most technically savvy person. So there's most definitely, what's up, Soul Fight? So most definitely like somebody else was working with her. And if we roll out all the receipts, it's going to be a nightmare. So basically the easiest way to do this is go right, go left. Like I just said a minute ago. Now, Lolo was comfortable enough to obviously go up on Lemon's panel for the evening. I can't judge why, You know what I'm saying? I can't say that it's right or if it's wrong because look, I'm not in their business like that. They could have had a great conversation behind the scenes, and they could have had a meeting of the minds. And I don't need to know. It is what it is. But I'm glad that she's comfortable. Lolo could go wherever she feels like it. But it was actually good to see more than it was bad to see. But a lot of people in the comments, like below my description, a lot of people in my members only live and whatnot, pretty much said they had mixed feelings. They're like, what is she doing over there? And then some people said, oh, I'm glad that they found a way to just kind of get together, because it's not that serious to lose a friend over dumb shit. Because the funniest thing on here, when you lose a friend, you literally sit down and you wonder why. I'm telling you, literally. And then when I start beefing with people, I have to either remind myself why or I got to ask them why. So anyway, let's see. Make no excuse. Everybody knows the internet is a beast. Ain't no excuses. Yeah, the internet is actually undefeated. You know what I'm saying? This thing is emotional, especially as a content creator. Like, you could sit down and you could think about somebody's BS comments or whatever the case may be. But, sometimes you got to get them up out of here. I'll show you my clip, the short I just uploaded, where people think that I'm like running around the beef sector trying to make it. I have been other places. Trust me. Like, ask Eric Costo in the prison sector what happened to him when he tried to do that dumb shit. So it's not like I'm attaching myself, but honestly, I'm not leaving the B sector. You want me to call myself B sector? I could. What are people gonna say? No. It doesn't matter. I can make up a 1.285 beef sector. But anyway, Tammy Marie, what's going on? We got Tracy 4 in this bitch. Hey, mods, can you drop Tracy's channel in there? I think that she's at like almost 500 subs to the new Tracy 4 channel. Could you please drop the channel? And even if you all have to leave for a minute to go subscribe and come on back, please do so. But anyway, okay, cool. So the Lolo receipts are ready to go. I really don't want to go that far, because then it's going to go into a bunch of bullshit. And then people like Simon and Dory are going to come out here and give jailhouse lawyer advice. Can't believe Dory told Stefan to take Ness to small claims court today. I almost fell out of my seat just because, for a plane ticket. Small claims court's going to cost you more than the damn 200 and whatever dollar ticket you got. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, Tasha Owens, what's going on? Tasha Owens. RNY just dropped Tracy's new channel. So as I said, like, if you need to leave for a moment and go subscribe, please do so. But come on back, because I have a decent show. It's mainly commentary today. It's not going to be any of that crazy shit. Okay. Because I got to say what I got to say. So we're done with the Lolo thing. I really don't want to talk about her or just Chris or anything else too long. But all I'm saying is please, let's stop. Like, we're done with that. It's done. It's over. The storyline. Hopefully people got their little numbers, got their rocks off, whatever the case may be. But just we're locked and loaded. So I had to respond, because on that live, when I said, hey, Lolo, let's turn it up, I want y'all to know that that's true. And as I said, I will always let you know when I'm trolling, and that's not trolling at all. That's just helping a friend, okay? It's very, very simple. It's ABC 1, 2, 3, not trigonometry or anything like that. All right, so next thing I wanted to talk about is networking. And I said GTFOH, right? And I'm going to show you what happens. Like, when I network, I go into situations I don't give a damn. Okay. I don't. I just try to feel my way around. I network. If people are cool, they're cool. If they're not, they're not. And here's what I saw. This is what I said. People are like, what are you talking about? The prison sector. Just look at the prison sector as like me coming over from the Mo3 sector to like the beef sector, whatever the case may be. Right. So let me show you how I fight outside of my quote unquote safe space. because if people are going to complain that I'm doing a bunch of beef sector content or whatever the case may be, it's fine. But I go other places. So this is when I was taking Eric Costo out in the prison sector. It's only a 21-second clip. Let's go.
You know what, though? Everybody in the building and everybody that's going to come in the building, go ahead and subscribe, set your notifications, hit that bell, and set it to all, because I'm going live. Like, I'm going live until he's the fuck up out of here. Okay? That's it. Fuck him.
That's in other sectors. And trust me, what I'm going to start doing also, I went over to Eve's the other night, and Eve was telling me like original Mo 3 stories that I was involved in, running down the street, chasing after troll gang and trapping and capping. But anyway, we'll go through that someday. What's up, the bushes? How you doing? Thank you for dropping out of the bushes to make me know that you're watching close. What's up, Unfiltered Buffy? All right, so let me get back on track here. So the whole networking thing, right? Who in here is a content creator that could say they just popped out and boom, their channel popped just because they got on here and started talking? Like, do you know how impossible that is? Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Like, it's really, really stupid. And to say that people are networking, you know how many times I hear on a daily basis, Envy shot on Lemon's platform, and now Lemon's people like going over to Envy's. Listen, I could sit on goddamn Mr. Beast platform, and if the people are going to come over for sure. They're going to be like, what is this dude about? He talks that hot shit or whatever over at, whoever's platform. They come and they check people out, right? Even if there's a redirect, even if there's a bunch of shares, even if there's I could make up something and get numbers in here. I could completely lie and say Tracy drove off of a bridge and she lived and got her channel back, and there'd be a gazillion people in here to find out. Okay, so when you network online, it's okay. Don't you understand? Every time somebody hits a link, every time somebody shares, every time somebody makes a comment or whatever, you are networking with people. What's up, teasing you? How you doing? You said chat my let's go, damn it. Like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do the best I can, right? So let's go right into the networking of me being accused of trying to do some kind of take over a night spot, right? You know how ridiculous that sounds? Do you know how the beef sector does at night? Like, all these people in the beef sector thinking that I'm trying to do something with the night show. It's really stupid, because if you really see what happens in the beef sector at night, who goes live, right? Who goes live? Lemon, because everybody, comes up with their stuff throughout the day, and that's the channel to go to kind of get your shit off late at night. But guess what? Sometimes Pizarro will say I'm pissed off and go live, at that time, or Ness will go live, or ODS will go live, or Tracy will go live. Like, if you think I'm trying to compete against those people, you really have to like get it together. Just think logical. Am I competitive? Absolutely. Am I trying to take over something in a sector I don't even belong to? No. And as I said, I click the go live button, I start talking, and I hope for the best. And I'll tell you, it's very emotional, because sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it looks wonderful, a bunch of people jumping around, having a good time. Oh my God, it's, super chats going all over the place. Oh shit, Envy's panel is lit. That is a good time. But it takes me 10 times more to find supporters than most people. But at the end of the day, that's how you find out who your core is. And then as your core goes more, you feel a whole lot better pressing that go live button. So the networking situation, you're only as good at networking as you are holding the people. And what I mean by that is, like, yes, you can, let's say you pay for promotion for a month or something. And Polar Bear or whoever, Tracy or whoever, sends their people over there every time she goes live. Like, literally, if they don't like me, they're going to go somewhere else. And if nobody's live, they're probably going to go watch Netflix or some shit, right? What'd you say, Stacy? Joy, damn it, I reread. Oh, okay. Did you get the gist of what I said? Okay, you guys were talking to each other. Cool. All right. So the networking really goes into Bree. I'm sitting on my members only live, and my members are like, "Hey, did you hear what Bree said?" I was like, "No, I didn't. I was busy as hell at my regular day job or whatever. I didn't see anything at all whatsoever." And and when I listened to it, I was really, really surprised because Bree and I don't really chop it up, but she made a very good observation. And was it controversial? Absolutely, it was controversial. And if I missed anything in these topics that you guys see in the title, tell me to go back. But moving right along to the Bree thing. So Bree sat there and gave her honest opinion, right? She was like, Envy doesn't have any beef with anybody. That's true. That's not a lie. I don't. She's like, Envy can, ask anybody to come to his channel because he doesn't have to worry about, ops being in the chat and somebody getting upset about it. What do you got? Quit it. Damn, I can't even say your name. Experience. Quinfacy. My bad. Jesus, I'm in the middle of the day. I had long days. Your sunshine. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. When I see colors in the chat, that really means that I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to freak out, pull my hair out, get mad at people or whatever, but I really, really do appreciate that. I know you said that's okay. Let's see. Quinspiracy. Yeah, okay. Conspiracy experience. Yeah. Jesus. Forgive me. All right. So Bree was like, okay, Envy is over there doing his thing, right? Okay, boom. Now, the whole conversation came just because every once in a while I have some motion, right? And it's not even necessarily because I'm not that entertaining. Talking, I mean, in real life, you guys will see me over the Halloween thing, but I'm not that entertaining looking at a screen talking on a microphone because I kind of go with the flow with body language, how you look at me, the kind of energy, the vibe, and you can't really get that talking to a bunch of pictures. You said that's cute, the super chat. Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm trying to reach my goal. We need 4 more, but your sunshine, as I said, I really do appreciate it. So Bree went into saying that, and then she went on to saying, hey, because he doesn't have any beef and because he's in different sectors, which would be the Mo3 sector, Troll Beef sector, prison sector, Manosphere adjacent, which I don't get along with them because I don't necessarily agree with a lot of views that they have, and then the beef sector, right? Now, why can't you move on in life just to, spend some time with people that you feel like you gel well with? And as I said, I am not. What's up, DD? And I said, as I'm not, or as I don't want to do is I grow. Like most of the people in the troll beef sector, like Eve and all them, we have gone elsewhere. Because as I said, people are half our age and they're talking about the damn case, in November right now that happened 5 years ago or some shit like that. Okay, let's see. So Dee, what'd you say, the Joy Queen? You said, well, I like your show. I don't want every place I go to be yelling and screaming. So it's cool. And then sometimes it pops off over here. So we have fun. I appreciate that, Joy Queen. And let me respond to that as well, based on what Bree said. Bree said that it's really, really cool that we can discuss things. People can hear what we're talking about, but it's not. But we get down to the bottom of things, which we do. I always say it's one and done. We typically get it down to the bottom of things. And people get pissed at me when I say everybody had Jay Dunn, everybody had Lolo, everybody had Krista, everybody had all the players individually on their screen. And I said, over here, we cracked the code. So we get down to the bottom of things. And I really like that she said, we still have the fuck shit. It's just not as much yelling. Now, the yelling thing, I used to allow that so much, but I want to hear the drags. I want to hear I want to hear that shit. I want to hear the wordplay. I want to see somebody think on their feet. I want somebody to actually lose a scratch and not just win because their mic is louder. So I've always thought about that as a good thing. So thank you very much, Bree, for saying that. Hey, Veronica, how you doing today? What'd you say? Yeah, this is a quiet place where I could finally make some of it sense or sense of stuff. I appreciate that, you know. And as I said, like there could be a level of boredom in there or whatever. But how many times, y'all? How many times, y'all? Me too, Envy. I appreciate that. How many times, y'all, do we sit here and listen to what we're don't you know how much content we create? Okay. Teasing you, super sticker. Thank you so much, teasing you. I really do appreciate it. And you've been around here more often. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, teasing you. And what am I saying? See, I stopped because I was so happy that I got blessed, you know. Envy of envy of force. So if you guys don't realize that when we get over here, we pull the content from the day, and then I make sure that this content bleeds over into the evening. We always do that. And then what we do is we shake it up, we stir it up, we throw it out in the YouTube streets, we make our predictions, and then when the bullshit happens, we come back and laugh about it. So I really do, you know, appreciate the core supporters because that's what the hell we do over here. Okay. But again, let's go more into the Bree conversation, right? So she went as far to say, like, you know, the way that I present things, we already talked about that. But then what pissed people off is she was like, you know what? I can see him taking over the night show because of the lack thereof of alliances that Lemon has based on falling out with people. Now, do I think Lemon's always going to get 400, 500, 600 people in the chat? Yes. Dude, I mean, the reason why I say that is because everything's gone wrong, right? He's been accused of every damn thing you could possibly think of. So guess what? I'm not competing against him, right? You know, just because I treat people a little bit better, just because I do this, I do that, you're going to listen. I'm not going to go chase my neighbors out, get into a fight, throw Sprite at them from McDonald's and shit like that. I'm not going to, you know, do all that crazy shit. Now, I will make myself content, you know, and we will talk about invocation a little bit and how I'm definitely going to make myself content because I'm getting a whole lot of hate from invocation just because we said that we were going to watch the drama of everybody else's vacation, right? Dory not confirming, Stefan getting put out, but he already bought his ticket. So, you know, Stefan talking about Lemon and all that other crazy talk. Now, until we find out if they actually had a phone call, I just take it with a grain of salt at this point. What'd you say? Manco, the difference is you are organized chaos versus chaos. I try to be. I really do try to be. And that it's hard to do that, Vibrant, because it's so easy not to put that much effort into it. You know, it really is. And I literally sit down, I start from the day, I look at the afternoon, and I go into the evening. I take legitimate notes. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to put a show together. There has to be a start, there has to be a peak, and there has to be a finish. Now, today, I don't have a whole lot to talk about, so who knows how this damn show is going to go. What'd you say? Facts, it's chill over here, and you can actually have a conversation. Right. Now, I don't want anybody. Oh, what'd you say? Hey, what's up, Donna Hughes? Stefan got yes, Tracy. Stefan got put out again, and there's a controversy now about his plane ticket that he already purchased. Now, the interesting part is that Shakim said that he's still meeting up with Stefan. So maybe he's going and Shakim and him are meeting up, you know, elsewhere, away from where the crowd is. But, you know, I'm not here to dig into it, but I don't understand how you cancel your plane ticket in the trip, but you're going to meet up with Shakim and he's in Seattle. But, you know, I guess, hey, let me know, like, the helicopter move or whatever the case may be. Great. Yeah, Joy Queen, it's the vibe. That's why I say, like, in person, I'm completely different. And you guys are going to be able to see on Invocation that I am like that. And I will touch on the fact that people think that there's an orgy going on. Okay, just because I'm sarcastic, just because I say stupid shit, people think it's going to be a Diddy party. So I'm definitely so I'm gonna touch on that a little bit as well. What's up, Veronica N? Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. See, the thing is, Tracy, the thing that they got really, really mad at me about is I said, we have someone taking care of all of the arrangements, right? Like if you want shit to go, then nobody gets upset with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody else is taking care of the arrangements like this, with an actual company that we have, like Magnificent Tyler and I do have an actual travel company, and therefore she takes care of the arrangements so that we don't get into spiffs back and forth. We give her name, credit card, whatever, and we keep it moving. All right. Because I wanted to, that as I said, the thing that people got so pissed at me is I said, we're booked, we're activities are ready, we're booked, no drama, no stress, and we're going to sit back and watch everybody else playing their shit. And I have no idea why people continue to make this competition crazy shit. Just like what Bree said, it basically segues into the same conversation. I don't know why people make things competition. A quote unquote sex party, right, has absolutely nothing to do with a touristy attraction, whatever. Hey, what's up? It's a Capricorn thing. I appreciate you. You're always around. You are always around. So hopefully I'm doing something right. It seems like I am. I appreciate it. Vibrant put out the headphones. I appreciate it. You're even killed, and it's calmer due to that trait. Yeah, I mean, I sit back and let people talk their stuff. As I said, I sit back, let people talk themselves into idiocity. And then after they're done talking themselves into idiocity, I will definitely remind them how stupid they are, and they'll leave here feeling dumb. So just handle it. And I'm just as diabolical as everybody else. Like when I told Lolo I had the receipts and all that other stuff, I do not give a damn what I drop over here. I don't care what people think. I don't care if people try to strike me. I don't care about none of that. If I want to say something, I want to show something, I wish a motherfucker would cry about it. It's a cap thing. It is a cap thing. I'm a cloud baby. Don't drop down, but I truly enjoy your content. I really appreciate that, Audrey. And the way I actually explained, like when Bree said, I'm trying to take the night spot and, Lemon's going to feel some type of way. I said, what do people not understand about the fact that my crowd is a little bit more mature? Like my demographic is completely different. Do we share subs and stuff like that? Absolutely. But people like you, Audrey, that drop down from the clouds, that isn't typically used to doing that. It shows me that, I network with more people of logic. That's what the Mo Beef sector is about. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, that's why. Yep, it is why. Now, do I think that Steph is going to be re-invited here in 5 to 7 business days? Probably. Let's see here. You said, oh, it's a vibe. But I was talking to Vibrant. Oh, I nicknamed her Vibe. Oh, Jesus Christ. As soon as I said it's a vibe outside of YouTube, I saw that. But shout out to Vibe. You know what I'm saying? Tracy, my boy, I love you. We love everybody. Hey, Tracy, I just wish that this channel could pop, with like one good run, because I just on the community wall, I was like, you know what? Let's push Tracy's channel, but but your diabolical state is going to remain the same. It's almost like Ken Nola. You know what I'm saying? Ken Nola has channel 5.6. You know what I'm saying? Because he won't stop going crazy. But Tracy, do you? And I don't care how many channels you create, we will always promote it. Not that I'm some big dog out here that could tell everybody to go over there and all of a sudden you got 2,000 subscribers, but we're going to do what we can. Okay. Just like we're going to buy your dinner on your own trip. We ain't buying no dinner on no dramatic, ridiculous trip, but we will most definitely take care of you. Sponsored by Invocation. I'm real about that. I don't troll about certain things. Number one, about showing up at Lady Nika's Halloween competition, and number two, about doing something by buying Tracy drinks, or not drinks, Jesus Christ, a good dinner. But I guess it's drinks too, because if she didn't have drinks, what's the point of the dinner, right? Crack Smoke, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Oh yeah, Sour Patch. I don't ever mean to skip over you. Thank you for throwing the headphones. I appreciate it. I don't mind. I don't. Jesus Christ, I don't mind. I try not to skip over you. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much. What else do we got here? We got Vic Damone. I was here before the fame. I know you say that you were on. You say that you were on YouTube before Jesus Christ. You say you're on YouTube when we had Atari 2600 and we didn't Nintendo 1 didn't even come out. So I don't know what the hell you were doing like on a Commodore 64 because flip phones didn't get on YouTube, but you know, we believe you, Vic. Vic, last night I heard you saying pretty constantly, you said, well, you got a mother over there, and I bought my house. Like you and Lemon were having the freaking most chill scratch I've ever seen in my life. You live with your mom. Well, you live in Detroit in a bando. You live with your mom. You live in Detroit with a bando. I used to rent, but I bought my house. I was like, damn, Vic. I'm like, Vic, can we move on? Let's see here. You can handle it. I'm trying. It's hard to sit up here. It's hard to put a show together. I'm telling you, like if you do it right, it's hard. It's the graphics, it's the all that. So forgive me today because I don't really have a whole lot of content that I'm, touching on, but I am definitely going to go back and, expand upon a couple things. I'm not going to repeat the commentary, but there are a few more things I wanted to say about my topics. Sarkonos, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing great. I know that you got a new four-year-old grandbaby. And congratulations for your grandbaby. Grandbaby being 4. Grandbaby's about to start school, so I know that's going to be interesting for you. So shout out to you, Vic Damone, Black Sector King on the throne. Let's go. Goddamn, Vic Damone will not make. Look. If Black Sector ever goes away, Vic Damone's going to remind us about 100,000 times that shit is in order. If you want to be a night show, then the issue with that? Do you want Wawa is worried about the sheets is doing? No. Just like, they both own each other, like if you don't think McDonald's and Burger King have the same owner and they're across the street from each other, you're crazy. Because competition stimulates consumer behavior. What up, Gip? Appreciate seeing you, brother. As I said, man, Gip, if we're down that way, let's make a plan where, invocation folks, we stop by there. Let's see. Here I go. Like literally at the beginning, I said I was going to do better with the comments, and here I am behind as hell. All right. I was definitely here before the fame. Say, keep going. Yeah. You know what? I'm glad that Vic Damone got fame because I sure haven't. Nor am I looking for it. The more popular you get around this bitch, the more people start hating on you. Like I have one night show that pops off. Just because I have all the characters, and I tend to do that. You know what I'm saying? I have all the characters to break it down so that they can go to the night show and, get heated, turn it up, whatever they got to do. And one night show made me, I'm competing and I hate on everybody and I ain't shit and I'm desperate to make it in the beef sector. I'm like, God damn, I just had one show with over 400 people in it. Don't worry. It'll go back down to my original 50 people. But I'd rather have core supporters, I said, rather than people in the bushes. What's up, Black Pearl? Appreciate seeing you here. Let me put the comments on the screen just in case I miss somebody so you can read each other's comments. I would rather own my bando than living in a dirty projects. Joy Queen, me too. You know what I'm saying? But it's priorities. But hey, RNY is my heart, baby. She speaks like a queen on the castle. The ears got to be open when she talks. RY is pretty interesting with like how she brings it, how she gives it up, right? Even when she's pissed, when it's pissed, her voice is still soothing. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you for being able to cuss somebody out, but make them feel good at the same time. Wait, Sarkonos is a grandmother. Wow, congrats. Sarkonos is definitely a grandmother. but Sarkonos is not like super old or anything like that. Sarkonos looks about half her age, so I don't think many people would think that she's a grandmother. But you know, shout out to her, and you know, I want nothing but the best for Sarkonos. You guys pretty much know that I rock with Sarkonos. Did you show the receipt yet? The Queen before you. I So when I put the question mark with the receipts are basically all of the posts that were made that just Krista put like on Instagram, but forward people over from YouTube. And the receipts are just that. The reason why I put the question mark on the receipts is I basically wanted to say, should we stop here? Can we stop here? Can we stop having shows about Lolo? Can we stop evaluating Lolo's every move? Can we stop running up on Lolo? Can we stop, you know, just all that other bullshit? So the receipts, if you're looking for receipts, you know, I don't have a bunch of stuff to show as of right now. I'm waiting for a response. If the response is let Lolo live and you know, my bad or whatever, then I don't have to show any receipts. And the Queen before you, the receipts aren't even that amazing. They're just pictures of Lolo's kids, but it also directs you back to Just Krista's channel, which her and Jay Dunn said they've never posted anything ever. Let's see. It's two people bushes in here, and then it's two queens, Joy Queen and the Queen of My God. Everybody loves the connection is real. All right, let's go. And also, it's kind of crazy. Like people put comments below the description of my video, and they say that a lot of times. Like they, you know, they're sitting in the bushes, but they, you know, enjoy the commentary. But as I said, people are so scared to come over here sometimes that, damn it, the replay gang. That's what I'm saying. You like to watch, but you don't want to drop down in the chat because somebody might see you. Until somebody goes live, you drain my chat. Now I'm sitting here with my core supporters, right? But I do better with 13 people than I do with 1,300. But shout out to the 78 that are in here right now because I just went live. You said yes, I have 2 grandchildren, and one is 4, and his sister is 2. Yep. Let's see, what do we got? Envy, stop speaking negative on yourself. You're doing very well. I appreciate that, Foxtrotter. I'll tell you what, I'm really, really hard on myself because I'm a perfectionist. But you know, and I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, right? Sitting up here by myself, if I got really solid content, cool. I can just boom, 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 boom. It's almost like saying that, you know, rappers do freestyles, but they never do. They write that shit down and make it sound good, you know. But when I have a lack of content, like today, for example, it's nerve wracking. You know, I haven't gotten into my groove. Right now, I'm nervous as hell when I shouldn't be. I'm talking on YouTube, right? But I don't want to give anybody a bad show. I definitely don't want to do that. I really look forward to you guys leaving here and having something to look forward to when we bring back the stories that happen on YouTube. So I appreciate that, Foxtrotter. But my nerves go absolutely crazy. I don't know. I don't think I sound like I do, but yeah, I'm nervous. It's like public speaking. Hey, you know, I wanted to fall apart when I was on the debate team. You said Queen, is laughing. I was around before she was. Oh, Jesus. Sparkles, okay. You said all lady Sparkles. Thank you. Okay. Dee Dee is driving. Dee Dee, be safe. Okay. We need you to drive a little bit more after I send you this email. Okay. You said, Envy, the other night, message was received that you were going to Lemon's panel in 30 to 45 minutes, but you didn't. Second thoughts or something happened? Will you go back? There was a message from everybody. He dropped down and called. Let's see. Lolo reached out to me. A couple other people reached out to me. I think I was supposed to go over there to talk about the trip. I guess I'm not quite sure. I was down at the clubhouse, not this clubhouse, but the motorcycle clubhouse. And then I had time to text Lola back and said, yeah, I'll be there in about 30 to 45. but I got on my motorcycle, pulled off, whatever. I go about 100 miles an hour down the road, made a pit stop in Buckhead, and rolled out of there. And literally by that time, it was probably about 11:45. So there's nothing, there's no hidden agenda. There's nothing I was trying to avoid or anything like that. But yeah, I didn't make it over there. Let's see. Envy, why did Steven get uninvited? I that's a I I think all they said about it was they blew it up a little bit more about Stefan, and I'm just saying what I think. Okay, this isn't like in stone or anything, but this is what I've heard on binaries and other places, because Stefan and Lemon were on the same panel. And people tried to say Stefan was trolling when he said that Lemon called him without a shirt on and all that other stuff, showing his torso and blah, blah, blah. So I think that stems over from the narrative that Stefan and Shakim were going to get together to jump Lemon. That's what I've heard so far. So if there's more of a story or something's more accurate, cool. Tracy, what did I confuse you with? Just let me know how I confuse you so I can try to make it right. You my heart. Okay, Jesus Christ. Honey Love's in the building. Was happening. Hopefully you're getting all that members only content. We got some crazy shit over there right now. Reverse Cowgirl. Hey, Envy, dropping down to let you know I'm not ashamed to be seen here. I appreciate that, Reverse Cowgirl. The thing is, I would say this: it's not necessarily that people they're ashamed to be here. They're just ashamed to support, because it's a protective thing. I never understand. It's okay to be a part of a sector or not, or but the same thing is, it's an excuse. It's like, what, he's a straight male, he's not from the beef sector, he's not that entertaining, and he doesn't do XYZ. So I do appreciate it, Reverse Cowgirl. And actually, you always drop down and you're a member, so clearly you don't mind showing yourself. Petty with Potential, how you doing today? Let's see. Oh yeah, congratulations, Sarkonos. And okay, you said, Envy, please read my comment. Let's see, where's your comment? Maybe I read it and maybe I'm slow. Oh shit. Let me try to find Tracy's comment. Maybe I already answered it about the Stefan thing and shit. All right, let me get to the bottom. Let me get to the bottom and I'll try to find Tracy's comment. Let's see here. Hello. Hey, Sarah. Sarah, you're always in the building, and thank you for always participating in the chat. I mean, below the description. I meant to say, somebody said that I was clout chasing off Queen Tulsa trying to get into the beef sector. I got to laugh. I was around before they was thought of going down to the pits in real life. Well, people always say something. They're going to try to put you out of their imaginary. They're going to try to put you out of their imaginary world as much as they possibly can. 50 Shades of Halloween. There we go. October 30th through November 3rd. And I actually talked to a guest from 50 Shades of Halloween, and it's like, okay, 50 shades of gray, right? You got grayish, you got dark gray, you got light gray, you got everything in between. Then you got blue, baby blue, teal, you got teal, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean. So the 50 shades or whatever doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be here tying each other up and throwing oil all over each other and shit like that. It really isn't. If you want to blow it up to be that, so be it. That'll bring more people, I guess, right? Now, the whole clout chase and competing or whatever, if we really wanted to do that, don't you think we would do the reveal on my channel or on one of the guest channel? We're going to Lady Nika's, okay? Like, that's where we're going to do the reveal. Now, we might do the truth or dare over here. I don't know. But Lady Nika says that her show is family oriented. So I don't know. We'll have to ask her questions about that. If you believe that, you're crazy. But DD picking out some goodies to send my order. Can't wait. Oh my God. Hey, your sunshine, I'm going to tell you, listen, the packs that she puts together are crazy. Get an assortment. I will say that. definitely get an assortment. Get those disposables, get the edibles, get your flour and whatnot. That's what I do, just so I can kind of, try this and try that. But what I would recommend you to do, your sunshine, is go to Leafly, Leafy, the app. Okay. And then look up your strain, because I don't know like how seasoned of a smoker you are or whatever. Some people think like the strain thing is marketing, but it really isn't. The hybrids and whatnot. Once you find your strain, you'll stick with it. So yeah, DD's going to definitely put a good pack together, but make sure that it's a variety so you're not stuck with like Blue Dream for a month. You said, I completely relate to perfection and being overly critical of yourself. That's me. The fact that you live stream on YouTube means you're managing that well. I am, as much as I possibly can, reverse cowgirl. But as I said, I like to really be, yep, Tracy's channel. Yeah, as I said, if y'all have to leave for a few minutes, please, please subscribe to her channel. Because we're gonna get her rolling, and hopefully we keep her there. Getting a Harley Davidson breakout in December. Oh shit. Well, that's good, man. If it's new, make sure you get the break-in service. That's about That's about the most important service after 1,000 miles. But we could talk about that anytime. I could talk about Harleys for 2 days, because he talked to Dunn in Messenger. Is that you're talking about Stefan? Talk to Dunn in Messenger. Tracy, did I answer? Hopefully I answered your comment. That I scrolled back up because I'm slow as hell, because I like to interact. As I said, there's a plus and then there's a minus for that, right? I love to, interact with the people, but at the same time, I'm sure it's annoying that the comments don't jive with what I'm saying. I think that's funny, because Lemon was talking all that trash to them, so I don't see why they couldn't respond to it. Well, you know what? It depends on who you are, right? And the responses have to be so diplomatic sometimes. It's almost like, I hate you, but I love you. When people start off with, this is no shade against you, anything before the word but is what you wanted to say anyway. Hey, this is no shade against you, but you're boring as hell. Like, what? It was shade. I mean, nobody said that about me lately, because I don't sit here and drink the whole time on here and start talking super slow. And I'm trying to teach myself to start talking fast like this, so that you guys don't have to put it on 1.5 for the replay. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying. All right. I'm training myself. No, that's not it, Tracy. He got disinvited because he and Jay Dunn were talking about going behind the scenes, communicating, and Ness not comfortable with that. Oh shit. Wow. Oh, okay. Good. That's crazy. I mean, I get it. It's her vacation. She can do what she wants, but damn. I mean, if he's talking with Jay Dunn, maybe she thought it was some kind of, thought it was some kind of setup. Not sure about that, but I don't really care, because for whatever reason, I've always spoke highly of Ness, and Ness has been cool. We've never had an issue or whatever. But every chance she gets now is like, oh, like she went over to Lemons last night and was like, he's going to try to compete again for the night spot. That's ridiculous. I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? Or he's having the vacation at the same time. My vacation has nothing to do. It's an adult party, a heterosexual adult party. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different demographic. The same thing as I tried to say my difference between Lemon. It's a little bit of a demographic change. All right. Envy, I appreciate you answering my question, but you skipped the last part. You and Lemon seemed okay on the panel together. I forget where. Do you think you'll go back to his channel? We were okay at the panel, and you saw us at Lolo's. And listen, here's the deal. I'm just going to give it to you as straight as I possibly can. Lemon, personally, do I have a personal problem with him? No. The only thing that's kind of strange with me about him is he's very fair weathered. you know, you could definitely talk to him and it could be cool as hell. You could be laughing, joking, you know, whatever. But then, you know, you're like, okay, cool. Well, you know, let's chop it up. And then at any given time, he could like really go the other way when you're like, damn, bro, like I thought we just talked. I had your back. We laughed, whatever. Now you're asking if I will ever go to his panel and what I have an issue with. I have my issue with him is how he treats other people. Okay. So unfortunately, no matter how cool or how whatever I am with him, it looks fake and it's kind of contradictory if I say like I'm very biased about Lady Nika, love Lady Nika, things like that. But I went over there after Lady Nika got drugs so bad that she had to cancel her subscription and everything else. Now, do people make me go somewhere just because somebody treats somebody wrong? No, but at this point, like just based on treating other people, I'm not that comfortable with it. But I was going to pull up last night. I will tell you that. If I wasn't on my motorcycle riding around doing this, doing that, I was going to pull up. And you're asking me if I'll ever go back. I'll stop by. I'm not going to stay away from there, like, you know, for the rest of my life or whatever. You know, I might drop a chat. I might, you know, hit the panel for a couple minutes or whatever. But it's going to be more of a situation where, how do I explain it? It's going to be more of a situation of something that is like direct. Like if he has a question, you know, about my trip or whatever the case may be, that's cool. I'll go answer. But why hang out there on the panel and just post up or whatever? Probably not. And that's nothing against him. It just over time, number one, the vibe. If I feel like acting crazy one night, drinking, smoking, whatever, and talking my shit and screaming and hollering, maybe. But at the same time, as I talk about demographic, that's not really, it doesn't really jive with my brand. Great advice. Thank you. You use code Lori1. Oh yeah, for your 10% discount and free shipping on your first order. That is for Dee. If you go to Didi's channel, you're going to see a lot of good stuff about how, you know, how the process comes together. That's what I was impressed about. Working and listening. I know you are. Let's see, Lori, I'm about to email you. Just got home. That's cool. I'm about to email you, Didi. I meant to email you yesterday and the day before and the day before that. But I got you today for sure. Yeah, Lolo. That's so cool. You know, the the love bugs, you know, Lolo. I gotta say this while I highlight your comment. Lola, you're standing on business. I gotta say that, right? And people aren't necessarily saying weak anymore. They're literally saying something, you know, things along the lines of they really, you know, appreciate your personality, you're likable and things like that. I feel like you're getting your props because you're standing on business, and that's great. When it comes to Jake, you can put nothing past her. Well, you know, the queen, or the Joy Queen, they said that I let Jay Dunn run the panel, right? Because they were like, oh, yeah, she's been talking for an hour. You know, Pizarro is always going to say some shit when she comes to my chat. But it wasn't about letting her run the panel. It was about bringing the pieces of the puzzle together. Like, if you start, you have to be strategic with Jay Dunn. You start yelling, she's going to start yelling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't stop that. So if somebody's temperament is like that, they're not going to give you the tea. You don't scream at somebody and then say, tell me some secrets, right? You know, so hopefully you guys can appreciate that I do try to have panel control, and I don't want to argue with people because they're not going to give us the tea. They're not going to give us the story. I don't want to go back and forth with her. Then she drops, and then we're right back to where we started. She runs over to just Krista, fills out a form, and now Lolo is struck. Like, I got to let people talk. And as much as people like express the, are you going to have her back up there? Are you going to, I don't know. You know, she's not banned from here, but if she's involved in the story, I don't know about the having her up here. I will have Jay Dunn up here as long as it pertains to the story. And she doesn't do the most irritating thing that I feel on YouTube. The most irritating thing is somebody joining the platform and not having anything to say. They didn't read the room. They didn't listen to the commentary. some people go up there and say, yeah, what's up, Envy? How you doing? I'm like, what's up, man? What do you have to add? Oh, you know what? I'm just chilling. Well, you could chill just as much down there in the chat. You could type your ass off, man, and I might read your comments. But you're not chilling out up here because you got to bring something to the show. Because everybody in here, I guarantee, can say that the panel killers drive you crazy. You want to hear the content creator, and then all of a sudden the panel killers get up there and they're like, ruh, 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 ruh. And I know y'all are like, get back to the commentary. I didn't come here to listen to that bullshit. I came to listen to what's in the title. People hate it when I put people's names in the title and all this and all that, but I'm going to do that for the rest of my life. Okay. Your name's going to be in the title because I'm all about, hey, go out there and do dumb shit so I can put you in the title and talk about you. So I do have a lack of content today. So I do need people to go out and do some dumb shit so that we can come back here and laugh about it. And for the membership and all the other stuff, I will do it publicly too, but I will 100% call out the bullshit and tell you that we're going to fight against it by trolling the hell out of people. So the timing of Jay Dunn wanted to communicate with Stefan is suspicious, very suspicious. Very suspicious, Petty with potential. Now, that's probably why Ness made that decision, because it looks reckless to me. Like, you really shouldn't do that right now. And how did it get leaked? You know what I'm saying? Like, how good is a personal conversation behind the scenes if everybody knows after you had it? So my guess that I'd like to throw in there to you, Petty with potential, is not necessarily what they said behind the scenes, but I would see that Ness could be nervous about, you know, some underhanded stuff where people are trying to keep things away from the masses. It feels really, really weird. Like Invocation, if I found out there was some kind of weird behind the scenes, this and that, and I'm gonna have these people in my house, and you know, I'm gonna think in the back of my head, oh, are they gonna go outside, go around the corner and start talking shit? And then I have to freaking shoot everybody. I have no idea. Let's see here. Buddha Bell, what's happening? Sarah, what you got? Sorry, I got off the topic. Thanks, Vibrant. Okay. No, you're good, Sarah. I got off the topic too. I'm all over the place today. So as I said, you know, the 91 people in here, I'm not talking about shit right now. I mean, I'll go back. Trust me, I'll hit the points or whatever, but I just want to, you know, chop it up with y'all first. Buddha Bell, I'm so glad you're here. As always, let's see. For the herbal relaxation products, contact Dee. Oh, thank you, Vibrant. You're so good. Jesus, if something's out there to be found that's going to be relevant, Vibrant, I have no idea how you do that. You got like binoculars, a telescope, you got feelers out there. I have no idea how you do what you do, but you know, thank you so much. Yeah, definitely reach out to. We love you, Lolo. Yeah, we do love Lolo. Let's go. And people have to stay that way. Big facts. I probably said something about 30 minutes ago before I got to your comment. Hey, Brenda W. Hopefully you're doing good. Haven't seen you over here, so I'm going to do my best to entertain you to come back. How about that? All right. I don't blame Ness. Y'all know Jay Dunn be up to no good. I think that I'm wondering why Stefan would take that risk. You know what I'm saying? Because if you talk to Jay Dunn, you could come out and tell people all day and night, oh, Jay Dunn and I were just chopping it up about life. We were just chopping it up about this and that. But if you get caught talking to Jay Dunn, then some people are going to automatically think that there's going to be some kind of sabotage, some type of bullshit that you're involved in. So me personally, I wouldn't have even taken that risk. And the fact that it's already leaked, that pretty much answers the questions on whether it would be bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you pay it. No shit, Vibrant. Of course you do. She's good, Envy. Let's see. You're probably talking about, okay, Envy. I think he wanted to be uninvited from that trip. Molly, I'm going to go along with that comment. Now, the reason why I'm going to go along with that comment, Molly, is because he's still meeting up with Sha Kim. I think that people are missing that. I don't know if people miss that part of the commentary, but if he is not going to Seattle and Sha Kim is in Seattle, whatever. Their side plan has nothing to do with me, but it should be interesting. I guess it puts like a plot and a twist or whatever into the trip. I have no idea, but you know, good luck to them. Hopefully they have a great time. And vacation is just it's very basic. You know what I'm saying? It'll probably be more boring than y'all's. Okay, I'll just put that out there. Why is good, not JD? Oh God. When Jay Dunn gets mad, she gonna tell it. Yeah, I mean, every day's mad day for Jay Dunn. You know what I'm saying? Like you, and here's what I don't like, and I want y'all to take this to the bank. What I don't like when people say is, hey, don't tell anybody that I said this, but blah, 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 blah. You know what that means? That they told somebody else not to tell anybody. I'm not the exclusive person that you said don't tell anybody about. Da 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 da. Yeah, mad day for Jay Dunn is most of our, like, when we're irritated, she's angry. When we're angry, she's mad. And angry and mad mean two different things, by the way. Stefan was never going to begin with honestly. um, mm, I don't know. Why would you get into a group chat? Why would you express interest and put your reputation on the line to look like you're falling off? I don't know. But on top of talking to Jay Dunn, when he did that expose about Lemon and him being on a video call, it seemed like it was bad timing to be controversial, right? You don't, no matter how much Lemon and Ness pretend like they're not best friends, they are. And you don't basically get caught going here and doing this and doing that and falling out, because not only is Ness going to have an issue with it, but when Ness calls Lemon, Lemon's going to have an issue with it because Stefan's talking about him. Doesn't Stefan understand that? Dude, you're going after Lemon, who talks to Ness, and then Shaquem that doesn't like Lemon, and then you're talking to Jay Dunn. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm gonna go along with Molly on that damn you didn't want to go there. Period. You know, I don't want to hear anything else. No excuses, no nothing, because I'm definitely there. Sending tracking while Vibrant got my back. Yep, good. Yeah, tracking information is good. Pay that extra few dollars, extra few dollars from DD if you need that priority mail. It just depends on how how long it took your dumb ass to figure out that you're running out, or you had a bunch of friends come over, you had to smoke out, and you forgot to call DD first. But Shaquem and Jay Dunn don't get along. I know. Well, that's part. I mean, think about that, right? So that's a web of a bunch of bullshit, because if you add that in, that's even worse. So now you got Shaquem telling Ness, I'm not comfortable with Jay Dunn talking to one of our guests. And then, as I said, the other stuff, I'm not going to regurgitate the commentary, but with bringing out the Lemon and everything else that he's been doing, I think he put himself in a position where he didn't want to go. Now, if he actually bought the ticket, that'll be interesting. And what'll be interesting, obviously, is to see if him and Shaquem are still meeting up. It's the truth. Envy. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. I try not to lie. I just saw some homophilia. We'll just call it homophobic coming from. I'm definitely going to talk about it. Okay, good. I mean, don't you talk about everything, don't you? You go off. Exactly. Vibrant Cash App. Yeah, Cash App definitely works. It works in the bushes. It works in the chat. It works on the panel. It works. It works very well. Drip, what it do, man? Thank you for coming around. Hey, Drip, hopefully you're out of your little back and forth crazy shit or whatever. Shout out to you for making sure Lolo's going to be comfortable for the whole trip. I don't know if I'm being messy or not, but I'm just going with that. I don't care if you're a surprise guest. Oh, speaking of surprise guests, right? I get a lot of shit over not revealing who was in the Halloween the trip with me. And don't didn't people say earlier, until your trip is confirmed, your plane ticket is confirmed, we're not going to express who's going? Kind of wondering how that's different. But you know what? Hey, I'm me and other people are them. I don't mind being disliked, because I'd rather be disliked and know that I'm disliked, rather than people pretend to like me and I don't know who's fake. Well, the panel killers already had told Ness to don't trust him anyway, but sometimes you have to see for yourself. I'm not quite sure if you're saying like I'm not sure if you're saying like P the panel killer, but you might be. But as a correction, if I'm if you misread, I'll just talk about panel killers in general. You said Lady Sparkles, who is the community canceling. Yeah, let's call Glad. Where's Andy Cohen? Where's Caitlyn Jenner? Where's Don Lemon? Wow, let's go. I'm Gucci. Okay, yeah, you usually are, Drip. You're one of the most laid back people on here. I don't think I could have, if somebody has a conversation with Drip and they get turned up or they get aggravated or angry, something's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drip's the coolest, like, chilled out dude that I've known. I'm typing like, oh shit. Molly, that definitely now it's coming together. Okay, I could see it. Your sunshine, my only sunshine. You know what, your sunshine, I'm gonna try my best not to do that more than once on every show when I see you, okay? Because you're gonna think I'm weird and you're gonna stop coming around because you're not going to type. Evie, stop singing that stupid ass song. So I'll keep it to a minimum, your sunshine, I promise. God damn. Molly likes Drip. Okay, well, that's interesting. Molly might start cussing you out tomorrow, Drip. So it is what it is. Molly, you've been pretty chill today. I'm waiting for your bullshit. So let me tap in on a few things. Basically, I always want to make sure that I get through at least bullet points as part of my topic, and then I look at the comments. Okay, here's what I want y'all to understand, right? I go through my bullet points, because basically a lot of content creators, once they get thrown off base, you're not going to hear the commentary that's in the damn title. So I'm looking at the comments. Hey, what's up? I appreciate you being in the building. you got a lemon with the hat. See, but that lemon looks cool though. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you're shouting out the what do they call that shit over there? Lemon Land or something like that. Okay. I can't wait until Halloween. Envy, who your guest? Congrats. Well, me neither. I think it's great because I didn't want it to be dramatic. I don't want to talk about it that much. I don't want to do any of that. But I did tell the truth. Like, most people think that I troll all the time, but I 100% am not trolling about it being an adult party. The only thing you're not going to see, I mean, shout out to the LGBTQIA community, but the one thing you're not going to see is two men in the same room at the same time, not fully clothed. Okay, that's not happening. They need to go and they need to ring the doorbell to get to another level in the house. But anyway, hopefully that didn't bother anybody. But I just don't do sword fights. Okay, I wish I would get on a damn adult twister, throw some oil down there, slip and fall, and have a pain fucking slap me across the forehead. I literally think I would. Man, that would be a tough day. I'd have to go seek counseling. Molly, bring your guest. Envy, I talk shit about Drip, but he didn't care. You didn't react, really. I didn't. I didn't, because it's really, really hard to get Drip, sideways or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, Drip, meet Molly. Molly, meet Drip. Now, I'm only saying that. I know y'all know each other, but you're going to get a new Molly, Drip. And Molly's telling you just straight out. Like, Molly's saying what's up to people with hearts and shit. He's in a good mood. Shout out to Molly. I don't know why the hell I gave Molly a free protection plan. Sometimes I reconsider it, but you're still in my good graces. Avatar isn't a lemon. It's Jesus Christ. You know what? I looked at it a couple times. I looked at it a couple times. Oh yeah, it is the sun. I see the rays coming off. Well, anyway, sorry about that. Shout out to your avatar. It is very clear, and I know that it's always going to be a Sunday after or a sunny afternoon when you're here. So sorry about that. Sometimes I'm not the fastest person on the racetrack. Okay. Let's see. Hey, how you doing? Hey, you come through a lot. You come through a lot. And look at the headphones. Look at the headphones. I keep telling y'all, I do not want to get away from the emoji gang. Man, we used to throw so many damn emojis in there when somebody came into the chat that people, the other content creators used to say, "Stop throwing them damn emojis of other content creators." I'm like, damn, bro, it's just an emoji, but we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If you rock out with envy, and eventually, you know, y'all will be lifers and all that other stuff or whatever. And lifers, people think that that's prison. Lifers, my whole concept of my channel, it just means that we've gotten to a certain place in our life where you don't have any more to prove. And Manco Television means holding men accountable because masculinity is almost extinct because men act like bitches. Okay, so that's why it's called man. That's why it's called Manco TV, because I like to beat up beta males. I was wondering what he was talking about. Oh, the lemon, not the sun. My bad. Let's go. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, I like when people remember that. Yeah, OG Jamel in the Mo 3 sector. Remember that shit? All you saw was emojis. It would piss people off so bad. People would get timed out and shit. I'm like, damn, they're just throwing headphones, or they're just throwing, you know, sidewalks, or they're just throwing bees for Broadway or whatever. I'm like, damn, don't get all crazy. Look at your sunshine. Your sunshine says, I don't give a damn. I'm going to throw the headphones, and I'm even going to put a mic in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that makes me feel better because I got headphones and a damn mic right now. Hey, in our reveal, one of the ladies in our Halloween reveal, which I'm not going to tell you what we're dressing up as yet, wants to wear the headphones in a very suggestive way. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll put some headphones on her, and we'll have a good time. Let's see. And OG Jamel, we got to get you to start freestyling again, man. I really miss that. Every time you hit the panel, I was like, I'm gonna hear the hip, the hop, the hippie, the hip hop. But I don't know how that shit goes. But anyway, I used to love that shit, and I want to get you into like a competition. Also, what you guys get to look forward to really, really soon is I'm going to 100% do, because I can't keep representing this right here without making it a thing, right? That's Mo 3 sector and beef sector combined. So I'm definitely one thing that y'all got to look forward to is I'm most definitely going to do a beef sector slash. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's Tracy's dinner. There we go. Tracy Vacation Meal sponsored by Vacation. So hopefully, Tracy, we're doing our research or whatever. Let us know where you're going, because we did research on Las Vegas, but also give us another, you know, couple options or whatever, because we don't want you to have to do anything. We don't want you to have to lift the finger. We want to find the best places that you can go and give you a few options. I'm really looking forward to that, actually, because it just is what Nezzy, messy, nosy, subby. I love it. You know what? Hey, at least you embrace it. You know what? We're all nosy. Like anybody in the crowds in the bushes is nosy. I'm just as nosy, right? Look at Vibrant. I don't mind emojis, but I gotta say the Mo 3 drives me crazy with spamming. They drive me crazy with spamming as well. But it is what it is. Thank you so much for throwing the headphones. You even do that in other people's chats. I love it. I love it. Let's go. I will. I'm trying. So I can talk shit at the end of the show right now. Okay, so we've gotten to the point where I can talk shit. All right, so let's get more candid. All right, let me back up. Okay, so I'm going to skip over the whole Lolo receipt stuff because that's a bunch of nonsense. That's literally saying if they keep fucking with Lolo, I'm going to pull out the most egregious receipts and pictures and stuff like that. And I know the queen before you reacts. I know that you got annoyed by coming in here and I didn't do any damn super receipts. That's why I put the question mark. I will always put in the description like showing receipts or whatever, but that's why I put the question mark for sure. I hope nobody gets confused or whatever, because I don't do clickbait. I don't say I'm going to do something and not do it. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Yep. Let's see. OG Jamel, I'm fine. Thanks. Okay, cool. Hey, y'all. You're laughing. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to let you know you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. We are messy and nosy. Okay. So I got to the end of the comments. You guys, comment if you all want to hear, something a little bit more of what I'm saying. I know today I got confusing. If I don't take notes and I freestyle or whatever, I could get all over the place, like all over the place. I don't mean to, but I know I have a show to do. And when I plan for like an hour and a half show, 2 hour show, I want to get it all out and entertain y'all as much as possible. Okay. And then I'm also, before I send us off, I'm going to let y'all know like basically what I hope to see from the evening, so that we could come back and bring a fire show tonight. Okay. So we're going to make a couple predictions before we get out of here. Now you can type and tell me I'm out of my mind, I'm thinking crazy or whatever. There's no way that can happen. That's cool. I'm all for it. Okay. So we went through the Lolo thing. Now the networking, let's get very specific. Okay. Why in the hell is it okay for some people to network and bad for other people to network, right? Like, people act like I hit panels. Like, how often do you see me on a panel? Like, maybe a couple times, like for specific situations. Or if I really, really mess with somebody like Lolo or something like that, I'll hit the panel. Other than that, I'm not hitting panels. I'm not talking about crazy stuff. I don't care. So the whole networking and stuff like that, I don't do it, in an aspirated type of way or whatever, because I know I'm not going to get the redirects. I know I'm not going to get the shares. I know it is what it is. Like, I'm a one-man army, but guess what? You keep your core supporters. And I always say, hey, if they really like you and they come to see you, you can talk about the damn weather if you feel like it. You know what I'm saying? And people schedule their shows around me. They'll get behind the scenes. Hey, let's schedule a show before Envy and let's just schedule a show after Envy. Let's drain the chat. Let's do this. Let's do. I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat at all, because I'm not trying to be a part of anything other than what the hell I got going on. It's very, very simple. Hardly ever do you hit panels, right, Stacy? Like, I don't, because I want to have something to talk about. I don't. What am I going to hit a panel about with nonsense? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not going to hit a panel with a bunch of nonsense. And as I said, like, I will hit a panel, even where I'm not like that much, if I have something to say. I'm not going to hit a panel and be like, oh, I just have a couple things to say. Now I'm going to be annoying and sit up here and wait to argue with somebody. Absolutely not. Would you say? So based on the networking, as I said, like, one of the main things that were that was said was me being like a lemon understudy or whatever. Now, people have to realize, they forget that I've been around the B sector for a long time. I've been around the B sector since, I would say, 2021. Everybody always likes to come up with dates and this and that. So anybody that has been around the B sector after 2021, I think I have more right to be here than them. You know what I'm saying? And people do refer to, like, my channel as beef sector or whatever. It'll happen naturally. I mean, I'm not going to create a title. I'm not going to gravitate to something where people don't want me to. I thought I was going to be a visitor, but I decided not to leave because Molly, hey, messy nosy, you know what you remind me of with that avatar. Who was that? Damn. Oh, who used to always throw the avatar that I talked about? They would say, I'm here. I don't know, but I'll tell y'all next time. But yeah, that's what I was talking about with the the networking thing, which I'm not gonna beat into the ground. We had a couple people move around these YouTube streets real quick. Hold on, let me see something. Who's live? Hold up. God, I put Google on dark mode and it's tripping. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay. Lemon and Pizarro. Okay. All right. I know where y'all are at. Okay. So based on that, that we talked about the networking. Now, again, invocation is invocation. It is what it is. We're not competing against anybody or whatever. And I'm going to sit over here and do what I do. And I'm going to continue to network. But see, I'm not going to clout chase either. I'm not going to go to the biggest content creator and be like, I'm going to sit here and say what I need to say so that people come over to my channel. But will I be around? Absolutely. Just like everybody else is. I have every right to do so. And then Bree saying something nice, that was definitely bold of her because people were evaluating it like, why are we even discussing envy, this and that. Now she's right, I move around in different sectors. She's right, I do get down to the bottom of things. She's right, I do have content. She's right, I can handle a panel or sit my ass up here by myself and do this. But I know today I was just hitting ABC 1 2 3. And one of the things that I learned personally is I had no idea that Stefan was talking to Jay Dunn, which would make Ness feel uncomfortable, because that's kind of how, like, it was kind of like a Ness and Lemon thing last time that they went to Vegas and stuff like that. But it is what it is. So let's see. So Sparkles, Okay, my chat. Hold on, let me look real quick. Let me make sure my chat got something out of this. I forgot. I forget. Damn. I'll tell you next time, Messy Nosy, because only one person used to use that chat. CT became a new member. Hey, CT, thank you so much. Every member on here will tell you that we have a very, very interesting membership. We sit there and we make a storyline out of the storylines. What I mean by that is we'll watch the YouTube streets and be like, you know what? Let's go ahead and troll this asshole. Let's put this person in this situation. Let's put this person in a trick bag or whatever. All right. So let me we're gonna I'm going to conclude with just a few things, but thank you so much for becoming a member. That means the most to me, because that means that you really, 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 really support, and when people do the super chats and whatnot, like your sunshine, thank you so much as well. But hold on one second. Your sunshine and Nubian became a member, teasing you, show me some love, and that's really, 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 really cool. All right, predictions for tonight, and then we're done. All right, so and Molly's in here, so Molly will help push the narrative, right? So from binaries, the Lemon and Stefan thing is kind of in the gray area, right? The Stefan being, asked to leave Nescation is kind of in the gray area, right? What Jay Dunn is doing, talking to Stefan, is definitely in the gray area. What Jay Dunn is doing with Just Krista to continue to push the envelope on the fact that they are trying to quote unquote expose Lolo, that's dumb, but that's going on. Now on Lemon's panel, will Just Krista be up there? The reason why I'm asking it, because Lolo, for example, does not want Just Krista back on her panel. And the thing is like, when you ban somebody from your panel and then you continue to go, it's like, how are you guys going to act together when you're on a neutral panel? So it'll be very, very interesting. I know, as I said, I know Lolo is comfortable over there. It'll be very, 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 very interesting, because Just Krista says, when she goes over there, she has every right to be there, no matter how much people, hate her. She does her flirting. She does her thing with Lemon, and too bad. So I don't know how y'all think about that. At all whatsoever. And Molly can actually tell you how the membership is over here. Yeah, you guys just do some catch up. If you're a new member, just catch up on it, because I promise you, it's literally a storyline within a storyline as members. And see, I took the time to make us look like I took the time to make us look really, really cool. You know what I'm saying? I try to do a little bit of something for us every now and then. Hold on, okay. There we go. Let's see here. All right. Hey, VA Sagittarius, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. Absolutely. Teasing you. Can I get a promise that you'll never say that your members don't mean shit and you won't let your moderators say that to your members? Teasing you. Listen, I really, really, really evaluate who I'm going to give a wrench to. I watch how they move. I watch what issues they're in. I watch if they're, I just, it's not like I'm spying on them or anything, but I got to get a certain vibe from a moderator. A moderator would never, ever, ever do that. Ever. Like not here. I know that for sure. And you say, can you promise you'll never say that members don't mean shit? Well, the thing is teasing you, it's easy. You know, actions speak louder than words, right? So how many times, teasing you, do people have memberships out there and nothing happens? You know, and I can't stand it when people say, oh, well, you know what? The lives that you didn't catch are on members only. It's so easy to go into YouTube and just change a public video into members only and call yourself having a membership. I know people be mad at me for saying this, but teasing you, you know damn well, or I know you see, we have members only lives that I don't want to be outside. Look at it as Discord, I guess, just on YouTube. So absolutely, I will not do that. Teasing you, one of the reasons why I'm hesitant about ever like going over to Lemons is because I don't. When people get cussed out and stuff like that, and then, you know, along the lines of what you're talking about, when people get timed out for personal vendettas, I hate that. Hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like personal vendettas. Oh, I don't like this person. I got a wrench over here, so I'm just going to annoy everybody and time them out. So you're good over here. So let me read this one more time so I can make the promise. Can I get a promise that you'll never say that your members don't mean shit and you won't let your moderators say that your members too, or say that to your members too? I promise. I didn't mean to be annoying and reread that or whatever, but I wanted to make sure. But I do promise what you just wrote will happen. Well, it happened to me, and now this person has a wrench with you. Who? Like, I'm okay with you calling somebody out. Like, it's cool. Like, yeah, please, over here, don't feel like you have to be politically correct. Don't feel like you have to monitor yourself. But teasing you, I will give you an example, right? An example of that is, shit. What was I gonna say? Damn, I forget. I was gonna say, oh, here we go. So an example of that is people conduct themselves differently based on the channel holder that they're going to, right? If you go to Lemons, you know, you can freaking do whatever. But typically when you come over here, there is a certain level of respect that people have beat into their head, because I don't play you know, if I'm tired of you, I drop you. And if my people don't want somebody here, I don't question my people. But teasing you, put a name on it. It's okay. It's okay. Trust me. Just put a name on it. You know what I'm saying? So that we can nip it in the bud right here, right now, because you are a supporter of the channel. Okay. Like, I look at it a lot different. You are always here. You're a financial supporter. You're always here. You got great things to say in the chat. You're not disrespectful. You participate. So let me know. Put a name on it. I want to be your mod. My mods, wow, I mean, I go crazy. Oh, they'll tell you like they are protected at all costs. I swang, bang, and do everything in between for them. Trust me, you guys have probably seen it, making people apologize to my mods and some more shit. Hey, MV, did you see Jada unboxing binary on her last live, or doxing binary? No. let me write that down, honestly. Damn, why? Huh? Jesus Christ. Like, the dude's already been doxxed to the point where they're pulling up videos from a million years ago. But J Dunn doxed binary? That just seems weird. Well, it doesn't. Well, when we're talking about J Dunn, it doesn't sound that weird. But what is the intent? You know what I'm saying? And teasing you, I promise you, when you put a name on it, that person's not going to bother you. But if you would like to, and if you have Instagram or whatever, just shoot me over a message. Everything with me and email and all the other shit, it's the same. It's Manco Television. So shoot me over a message. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. Trust me. Nobody's gonna do that. Okay, if you have a concern, you all share mods. Stop it. We do share mods, but not. I've gotten away from the sharing mods as I possibly can, but the mods that I do share, I like them a lot. So they're here, but I am going to get away from the sharing mods. I'm not really down with that anymore, but you can always correct yourself. But my mods, as I said, I mean, people tend to act a little bit different over here because I demand respect. That's why you can put a name on it. I have 46 people that troll me. You probably do, Jamel. No, Carmo loves me some Molly. Yep. Let's see. Okay. You let Grid Roots mystify you with sick allegations. You still fraternize with him. Dude, Jesus. The black man has lost his way. James Evans. I don't fraternize with Glitter Boots. The only time that Glitter Boots gets to get up on this platform is whenever he has something that makes sense to say. I will say this about Glitter Boots, right? If he doesn't get all weird, start yelling and do all that other stupid shit or whatever, he actually has some wise things to say. So I do let him up, but it's getting to a point where he chases me around. He chased me over to ODSs because I have a adult themed vacation. He brought up like everything old about me that he possibly could, and it was weird. I'm like, and then he brought up somebody else, like two men. I said, dude, ZX, all in one stay on a panel. You've worried about two males and what they're going to do with their pains, like in front of 450 people at ODS. He was yelling, you guys, you're having that vacation and you're going to have, women over there. And you're going to have like a sex party or an orgy. And you're going to do like you did to the last woman that came to your house. And I'm like, damn, I've never seen anybody so worried about what I'm going to do at an adult themed party. You're a man. Get the hell out of here. Jesus Christ. Hey, L Blue, how you doing? L Blue is a core supporter, and L Blue will always let you know that she's a core supporter of the clubhouse. I do appreciate that, L Blue. I see you every single live, and I I'm indebted to you for that. I'm kind of sad Binary and J Dunn got into it. I really like their dynamic together. They did have a good dynamic together. Wasn't she on his platform? So we're saying that she went on to Binary's platform and then she left and doxed him. Is that what we're saying? Wow. Or it would be even worse if she doxed him and then got on the panel, right? OG, they may all be one. Okay, let's go. It's Tracy. I ain't scared just because I said justice for beans. She's cussed me out and over at Lemons and said my membership doesn't mean shit. Tracy doesn't treat. First of all, Tracy's not a mod. It's Tracy. I ain't scared just because I said justice for beans. Yeah, Tracy's not a moderator. So I don't know, like maybe you misunderstood, but yeah, I mean, I rock with Tracy the long way, but she doesn't have a mod wrench. When was that? Oh, right. I'm trying to figure that out too, Barn Dog. He got doxxed today. But what I'm saying is she was on his panel. So I'm wondering if it happened before or if it happened after. Honey Love, I think I said what's up to you. Honey Love, I love that you're over here because we did have that conversation about you not being comfortable with certain platforms. So I'm glad that I earned your respect. We always talk out in the YouTube streets, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to come here. So hopefully, me, competing for the night show or something like that, which I'm not doing. Hopefully I am giving, options. Lemon might have a great show. Ness might have a great show. Shakim might have a great show. Pizarro might have a great show. I'm just trying to be one of your options. What's up, Jazz A? How you doing? Thank you for the double hearts. I got the blue and the red. You know what I'm saying? I got the halfway and the all the way. I got the you're cool and I love you. So shout out to you. Don't take that wrong, Jazz A. I'm just talking shit. He wants to be invited. Who does? Oh, are you talking about Lemon? Tell me, Tony's Town or Tony Town, sorry. I didn't see. I would love to react to what you said right there. L Blue says right now you and ZX seem to have a civil YouTube work relationship. Nothing wrong with that. Damn near everyone on here has gotten into it with each other and done and said awful things. They have. Now, ZX's dumbass, all he does is old reads like on me, and I don't know why he's so frustrated. And you know what spilled him over the edge, L Blue? You're gonna laugh about this. I said, oh, you're saying all this because women don't have a problem coming to my house to hang out, have a good time, whatever. I said, what about that woman that, you said that you're engaged to for 2.5 weeks and she was throwing all your pots and pans away to get the hell up out of your house? He was like, well, there's a difference between a woman doing that and me putting her out. It doesn't matter. Like, you told this woman that you were going to get engaged to her after 2.5 weeks and you're not even together. That's not even your girlfriend. So I'd rather be called somebody that didn't have a positive experience one time with a YouTuber at my house than a person that can't keep a woman for past 2.5 weeks. Right. You saw it. Tell me a little bit more. Okay, cool. Envy, I didn't know for sure because we're blocked, so I don't see her. My bad. No, you're good. Teasing you. You're good. And I'm all good. Thank you for putting a name on it. I really do appreciate that because, as I said here, I'm not a likable. Well, I'm likable, and I'm not a likable person on YouTube. Okay, so basically, anything that you feel like that you have an issue with, the reason why I say put a name on it is because I don't know if you've seen me how I move around, but my core supporters don't get fucked with. That's just, it is what it is. I don't have to prove it anymore. I did. Teasing you, you always support me. So trust me, like nothing's going to happen to you in my presence. I promise you that. Promise you that. Details says JD was mad because Nessa got a stick and so she was up there pouting and telling him how can he. Damn, I can't read today. Jesus Christ. Let me start over. I feel like the kid that makes the class period longer because he reads slow. JD was mad because Nessa got a stick, and so she was up there pouting and telling him how can he dare, he yada yada. So she went and threw a tantrum and then oh my God, over a wrench. Why is it always like, oh my God, Jay Dunn hates the wrench game? If that's what you're talking about, I'm including a stick. I'm including a mod wrench. Jesus, why? I mean, just chill. Like being a mod's a bigger deal to me than it is most people. It really means like diving into the channel, trying to build it, whatever. L Blue, thanks for giving us an option because I can't with the other BS. L Blue, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. L Blue, and I'm saying I literally am just trying to be an option. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be any more than that, any less than that. And, I have 79 people in here and everybody's live. So I start knowing who my core supporters are because we got everybody's live. Shit, Lemon and everybody. So if you're here, you really do want to be here. And I love it. So yes, I only want to be an option. I am not competition. I am an option. Okay. That's it. That's all I want to be. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. Because I care about people too much. Okay. Sometimes that bites me in the ass and sometimes it works. And I've told you all many, many times, I get, oh, you're kissing ass. You're kissing your supporters' ass because you stop on the comments and you talk to each, every one of them and you say, thank you for being here. And you read their chats and you explain to them what the heck, how is that kissing ass? If I'm a content creator with my supporters that want to come here and have an interaction with me, I'm called a kiss ass because I take care of my supporters. It's weird. It it's weird to me. Honey Love, didn't you it's already out there, so like I'm just saying what's public, but you were going to do something for somebody on one of the trips or whatever, and I guess it got scrutinized, fell through the, through the floor or whatever the case may be. I'm just being curious because I heard about it out in the YouTube street somewhere. So if you want to tell me, that's cool. If not, I just like to have the right information where I ask specific questions to specific people. So hearsay is bullshit on YouTube. Talk to text. She left then docs because she was mad. Details. Hey, listen, my talk to text be crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's awful. And I feel bad because I don't even look at it. I just send it. But no, you're good. Details. If you can't, hey, at least you want to be in the chat as much. At least you want to be in the chat bad enough to talk to text. So it's all good. It's its own language. I got you. But that's weird. Wow, she did that right away. See, that's why she gets banned from places, because it's like, it's damned if you do and damned if you don't, right? If you let Jay Dunn talk too much, she's going to take over all the bullshit. If you don't let her talk enough, she's going to dox you, strike you, do something, and please don't think that I give a shit about anything like that. Please don't think that, I let her quote unquote take over the panel and this and that. I didn't let her take over a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I let her talk herself into saying that she didn't fill out the form. And there started to be a lot of holes in the story, and if I didn't let Jay Dunn talk, then obviously we wouldn't have gotten anywhere with BBW. And the thing is like when people were hating on me in the chat, what information do we know? Like Pizarro, what information do we know that we didn't know already? We got to the bottom of things. That's the information that you got to know. That's bullshit. And that what you call it, Lolo's channel is fine. And everybody, if you're hating on my content or whatever, it took everybody all day. Everybody tried to, take a shot and try to figure out what the hell was going on. But as I said, I'm a one and done. We freaking cracked the code and we solved the issue. What's up, Madison? Madison, I haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully everything's going your way. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dee Dee, I'm so glad that you're still here. I'm 100%. You'll get an email from me probably in a couple hours. Who said that? Can you I'm sorry I'm late in the chat. Could you be specific, Dee Dee? That's my fault because I stop in the chat and freaking take way too long. To hell with them ignorant folks. Your supporters love and rock with you because of the way that you run your channel. We love it. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job. Thank you. Like L Blue, I know some people say thank you. That means a lot to me, and all these surface level words and conversations or whatnot. But it does. It really does reinforce me being on here, because I will tell y'all something. I do damn near quit every day. Literally. It takes me till like the middle of the day to kind of get into YouTube. That's why you don't see me in the morning, because I literally almost quit this damn app every day. Because I'm too critical of myself, and I'm getting there. Like L Blue, when you make a comment like that, how much easier that makes it for me to go live. The core supporters, it's like, okay, boom, I want to press go live. And just so y'all know, my ultimate goal is to be a membership channel. I'll do some public lives or whatever, but I just like that space where we could just talk for real. And then everybody's like, what happened in members only, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to tell you, because that defeats the purpose. That's still against community guidelines. So, yep. So why is it still being tolerated by YouTube? It is against community guidelines. And you know what the thing is like, and I know what you're talking about, that sending people over, and then the striking and whatnot. Honestly, it's selective outrage. You know what I'm saying, honey love? It really depends on who's doing the striking or who's doing the harassment, who's doing the whatever. If it's a usual suspect like a Jay Dunn or somebody like that, people just take it with a grain of salt. Like, you know what, if you're gonna let her on your channel and do XYZ, not to put a banner up and do this and do that, it's selective outrage. Like, and also it's about how you could treat a content creator. See, me, I am a leader in life. I am, I take care of a lot of people. I'm a leader in life, so people treat me as such. Like, for example, when Rex comes over here, Rex has a normal conversation. He doesn't start telling people he's, from Philly, I'm Levi, and I get the most, I get the most attention from women than anybody else in the world. And I'm so tough, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And okay, all right. People tend to act a little different over here. Envy, why am I being timed out? By who? There's no way. That's almost impossible. Because I don't see any timeouts. Hold on. Let me look at my regular YouTube. Hold on. Yeah, that would be something that I would care about a lot. Let me look at my regular YouTube real quick and see if you actually did get timed out. Hold on. I don't see it. Vibrant. Did anybody get timed out? I know you didn't do it, but did anybody get timed out? Is somebody up in the trees, sniping people or something? I hope not. But Vibrant, did you see any timeouts in there? CCs need to take a class before before being a CC. They do. They do. I agree with you. The doxing. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's huge. I mean, it's not just against community guidelines. And I wanted to thank El Blue real quick for being a member. As I said, El Blue, I really, really think I have the best membership on YouTube, period. So I'm really glad that you're a part of the green team. Thank you so much for doing that. And as I said, you're so supportive. So the doxing, honey love, so it goes beyond YouTube guidelines. It's illegal. It's literally, and it's not just state illegal, it's federal legal. I don't know what they call it, like the wire or whatever they call it, cyber wire or whatever. And they don't call it fraud, but it's basically, the best way I can explain it to you in layman's terms that I'll understand is it's almost like a fake police report. If you call the police, you do a fake police report. It's kind of the same thing. So it actually is against the law. So I don't know why she does that, because she already got she was on probation or whatever for doing the same thing. And then people say that she has a warrant coming out of Florida for doing stupid shit. You really kind of get, you got to get a handle on the fact that your dumb ass should stop doing what you got in trouble for recently. I got addresses. Yes, you do. All right, let's go. That can cause people potential harm in their real lives. If it ever happens to me, I'm definitely talking. Yep, taking it to court all the way. I have the time and money to effectively and efficiently sue. Yes, you do, honey love. You do have the time and money. We definitely know that. But yeah. I mean, the best way to do that is let the courts handle it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a personal thing. It's like, I got my house here. I got my cars. I got, I don't have kids, but some people have their kids and all that other stuff. It's weird. And then it's like, what's the end goal? The end goal is just to harass you. The end goal to dox you, because basically if the end goal was to do something to you, you don't tell somebody that you dox them. You find out where they live or whatever and catch them slipping and do what you got to do. So yeah, honey love, I don't hold anything against you for doing that. You should definitely do that. And to be honest with you, a lot of people say that they would do something legal. I know that you would. I just wish it would happen. I know people are like, oh well, no, don't ever say anything about somebody that you don't want something negative to happen to, or go to jail or get a lawsuit or whatever. I want it to happen to somebody, damn it. I really do. The day that I hear somebody is out of pocket for 25 grand and probation and anger management and has to take court appointed medicine and all the other shit, I'll be happy. I want somebody to fuck up that bad. Okay. Comments are held for review by Google. Yes, they are. It's crazy. Oh. Yeah. Messy nosy. Hopefully you're still here so you see this. It does do that. It literally does do that. It's mods have to see that all the time. Held for review. They are held for review. So I don't think you got timed out. Absolutely. That's why everyone should pursue it legally each and every time it happens. I know I would. Honey love, I'll tell you this. If people pay attention to others, I try to get to know who's in my chat. I try to get to know who my supporters are. If people pay attention, Honey Love will have you, goddamn, she'll have a lien on your house if you fuck with her. I know that for a fact. Just because her and I had a interaction over at Lemons when there was some kind of weird shit going on with Dragons, when she needed a car and this and that. And I believe Honey Love and I said that we'll get together, we'll go half on it to do something. I think that's what it was about. I don't know if it was last year Vegas, I don't know, but I know Honey Love and I did get together one time and say we'll go half on whatever the hell was going on at that particular time. So I got to know Honey Love and how she moves a little bit different after that conversation. But that's what I've always liked about you since I've been following you for about 3 months now. I like how you break situations down and seem to have respect for your supporters. I appreciate you. Thank you, Teasing You. My job is to break things down because nobody else is going to do it. A lot of people only break stuff down to the point where they're not going to offend their friends. And I don't give a shit. Dude, listen, I could be best friends with you and you did some stupid shit. I'm going to talk about it. Dark energy. There you are. Just know this name is for fun. No shade to all. No, I know. We know. Trust me. I know. I'm a troll. I'm for the troll beef sector. Like I literally am a troll. I just don't hide it. I don't have to hide behind an account or whatever. No, we love your name. And I hope that you saw Vibrant's message that you did not get timed out. Your message didn't get deleted. But if you do hold a wrench, you will definitely see that so many comments are held for reviews. Hopefully you don't take that. Hopefully you don't take that right. Rex is crazy. Hey, Dee, we can just press the Rex button. We can just push a Rex button. We know what he's going to say. He tells Levity he's gay about 50,000 times. He tells Levity he's on Grindr. He tells Lemon that he talked to a dude with his shirt off. He says he's Levi. He's from Philadelphia. He's going to pull up on you in Sacramento and all that. And he's been saying that for years and years. I haven't seen him swat a fly, but it is what it is. Celico, what to do? 49 Brewers, please be give it up. Beef Sector not rocking with you. Okay, great. Honestly, Beef Sector is 100% definitely rocking. Oh, and this person right here, I think we timed this person out before, but block, please. Thank you. We'll send you on your way. Beef Sector is most definitely rocking with me, even though I have like those supporters. But see, here's the thing: it's nighttime. It's nighttime. This is Beef Sector compete time. If you ever think I'm gonna fit in there, okay, whatever. But I can't see in the StreamYard. Hold on one second. Let me personally help you out. Let's see. All right. Okay. Well, we'll holla at you. So instead of dropping in my chat, which you just became a click and a view, go to a Beef Sector chat and you have a good time. But we got you up out of here. You won't be back in here unless you got other accounts. I put myself and my family first, and I will protect us at all costs. I'm not playing internet games. I know you're not. Not court-appointed medicine. L Blue, the people that got to go down there and take like those little they probably give him like a little medicine bag and they probably watch him take it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what? I never said that before, quarter point, quarter pointed medicine, but you know what? I'm going to actually adopt that. You know, I'm literally writing it down. Court appointed medicine. All right, let's go. I'm gonna put that into my reads, okay? So that somebody could tell me I'm certified weirdos in the building. Certified weirdos in the building. I know you get tired of me saying that. I love how you chat in the comments. I'll make this the last time I say it, okay? But certified weirdo, welcome and thank you for being a member. Let's see. What up? What up? What up? All right. Envy, say it ain't so. What'd I do, DD? What'd I do, DD? Somebody coming in here saying that people don't fucks with me. You know what I'm saying? It's funny though. Like they say, what they say, 64 people, 44 people, whatever. People come in and out. They bounce around. They'll go to Lemons. They'll come to mine. They'll go over to wherever. Do you understand that, like, you know, one person has 400 and something, the other person has 600 and something? That's 1,000, but I still have 60. It's okay. I'm not trying to be the biggest beef sector channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. Trust me. Big beef sector. And you know what? Vibrant? I'm going to probably give it about another couple weeks. And then I'm just going to say I'm beef sector. Okay. You know, because, hey, Envy's over there struggling to be in the beef sector. And see, the reason why people start dropping those slick shades and all that other shit is so that people have to feel like that people want to create a situation where I'm not supported for life. So if Ness says it and then Lemon says it and then Pizarro says it or whatever, people will feel like it's normal not to support me. And if more people say it along the lines, then people don't drop in the chat or whatnot, because they're not going to be one of those people that say, well, you know what? I'm beef sector and I support him. And beef sector people said that they don't. So, but the thing is though, I like people to think for themselves. So if you don't drop here because other people are hating on me, I don't need you here anyway. It'll blow my high. Okay. My cannabis high. Okay. Like don't put no white, don't put no booger sugar and all that other shit on me. I'm talking about strictly greenery. Let's see here. Hey, certified weirdo. I love it. Let's see. John, a lot of these folks need a padded room and let's see, Dory. Dory, and yeah, you know what would be funny, El Blue? It would be funny to put a camera inside of a padded room with a lot of these people. You know what they would probably use it? Okay, I'm gonna give you the laugh for the day, El Blue. Okay, I bet you these people would use a padded room like they do a bouncy house. I think people would use a padded room like they use a bouncy house. I swear. You know, those, you blow them all up for the kids or whatever, for the, you know, the family reunion or whatever. I think they would literally use it as a toy room. You know, even if they have a straight jacket on. But I've seen people let's see, tied up or chained up to that damn chair. That chair looks like hell with those seatbelt looking things that go across you. Listen, if I was in jail or prison or whatever, they told me to chill, I might talk my shit, right? But if they said to do it again, they had that chair, I'd sit my ass down and say, I'm sorry. When I see people in that chair, I feel so bad for them. I'm like, damn. What I said about Rex. DD, listen, Rex. We should force Rex to send you an email. He needs some help. You know, I'm the OJ out here. And then why are you coming on here saying that you've unalived people and all this other? I put people in body bags and shit. I'm like, bruh. Like, could you please chill? Because the next time somebody does like a report on you, they don't have to report your channel. They can report your dumbass in the chat. And what they're going to say in the report is harassing and bullying, talking about unaliving people. And if Rex was from the streets as much as he says he is, there's no statute of there's no statute of limitations on unaliving people. So don't tell a bunch of people on the internet that don't like you and will dox you. They will send it into the proper authorities. Then your dumbass. The only way you could be on YouTube if you go on JPay, get one of those cheap ass goddamn tablets in there, and you might be able to type for about 10 minutes for $25. Okay. So Rex, chill out. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, let's continue. Good evening. Y'all like I know it's y'all. Like, what's up, Veronica? Y'all laughing about the bouncy house padded. Y'all laughing about the bouncy house padded rooms. And you know what I'm gonna do for y'all? I'm gonna start also kind of weaning into cam ups. Okay. Something for y'all to look forward to. I haven't done it in so long. Now I will be uploading videos. Please watch these videos that I'm uploading. I'm making shorts and short videos again. Please watch those because I'm trying to bring you all into like more of who I really am. And it's crazy. Like I just went over to Eve's the other night and they were reminiscing about my old trolling. I trolled terrible over there. They were talking about me chasing people around the corner in the rain and all kinds of crazy shit. So I am putting up stuff about me. And as I said, this one was the first one. I want to play this one just one more time because I kind of like it. I look so frustrated. Wow, I can't scroll down. Let me drop down and come back up. It'll only take me a couple seconds. Hold on. No. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to roll out some cam ups and I'm going to get more comfortable with it I'll do it in members a few times and then I'll start doing it in public. I haven't done it in a long time. I don't know why. I'm not ashamed. I don't have nothing to hide or anything like that, but I want you guys to see, like, I'm going to start putting videos up like this so you can see, my progression of sorts. I'm going to play it one more time. I know some of y'all saw it, but I really like this clip. Let's go.
You know what, though? Everybody in the building and everybody that's going to come in the building, go ahead and subscribe, set your notifications, hit that bell and set it to all because I'm going live. Like, I'm going live until he's the fuck up out of here. Okay? That's it. Fuck him.
I love that shit. Because that was the old me. And people are begging for the old me to come back because if the old me is here, it doesn't matter what sector I'm in, who loves me, who hates me. It's going to be pandemonium. And I don't have to pull a bunch of people for pandemonium. The way I troll people, I make them do something stupid. Like, I'm sure that you all have heard me 500,000 times say that I used to drive down to the gas station down the road from my house in Atlanta, be arguing with somebody in California, act like I'm at their gas station, and I'll say like the one that's 35, 40 minutes away, they'll go online and they'll be driving the whole time. They'll be, flashing their lasers from their pow-pows and stuff at their rear view mirror and driving. And I'm like, hey, bruh, yeah, I'm right around the corner, dude, over by the dumpsters. Used to watch people run over the dumpsters and stuff, looking for me, carrying their guns, dropping their guns, driving drunk, looking stupid. And we're just sitting back here chilling like, hey, dummy, I'm in Atlanta. I'm not at that gas station. We used to do horrible things to each other, but I will bring out those videos and stuff so you can see a whole lot of shit. You cammed up a few times over here, always well put together. Even the yeah. I do take pride in matching the hats and stuff like that. Now I do it to the point where I still look young because like the OGs in the hood or whatever, they match every damn thing. And they iron too much. Like them brothers, man, the OGs, like I'm talking about maybe the 65-year-olds or whatever, man, they use a heavy ass starch. That they use a heavy ass starch. It looks like their damn shorts or pants. They got to peel them off themselves or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to match, but still look young. I don't want to do that old person, have a midlife crisis, go buy a Corvette with T-tops, with T-tops, with a muscle shirt and over iron heavy starch pants. Too heavy, you're always fly. Very nice. I try, y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna do some cam ups and members and kind of, get into it a little bit more. But I will not do like glitter boots with all that damn plastic on the chair. Remember, you used to go live in the closet. I don't know how he got the chair to finally like move out, but he used to go live in a closet. So if I ever cam up and look that bad, I'm gonna count on my supporters to say, "Hey, idiot, you look stupid as hell. Please don't do that to yourself. Please." So y'all, please don't let me go out here and please don't make me go out here and look like that fool. You know what I'm saying? Like plastic on, bruh. Like I thought you lived by yourself. Like, why are you putting plastic on your own chair? But it is what it is. We trolled him enough for he finally took the plastic off. And when he goes live, it's funny as hell because he's got like an iPhone 2 camera. You can barely see him. Why cam up if your camera's so bad that we can barely see you? But whatever. You don't have to cam up. Obviously, your commentary is this distraction, not your physical appearance. You're right. But I just want to kind of throw, a little bit of that in there because a lot of times, like when I'm laughing and, when I'm talking shit or whatever, my facial expressions are crazy. Now, nobody could beat Lolo's facial expression. nobody could beat Lolo's facial expressions. When she sits up there and she doesn't talk. She just starts making faces and shit. I'm like, oh my God, Lolo, turn off the camera, please. You look crazy. Like people are taking screenshots of this shit, making there were so many troll pages out there, Lolo cammed up. I was like, Jesus Christ. I feel so bad for you. You know, you know what I'm saying? The OGs do the pants stand up challenge where pants stand up on their own. They're so starts. I think that I don't know what kind of solution or starch or whatever they use, but that shit is crispy. And that line, man, that line doesn't have a turn, a twist, nothing is off. Man, let me hey, shout out to OGs. Let me get off of them, okay? RY, I've been subbed to the channel called Permissions to oh shit, you guys are talking about crazy shit. Exists for years. Your voice is similar to her. She has a very pleasant voice and personality like you. Yeah, and allegedly they pinpointed her and other people coming to this what they call an orgy that I'm gonna have or something like that because she's a church girl. So they just decided to put her in the list of people that are coming. But what I'm saying is the dumbest thing you can do about invocation is to start freaking predicting who's going to be here. Okay. That's going to make you look dumb because then we're going to bet you and then you're going to lose money and feel dumb. RY me out of the plastic. I've been acting brand new. Let's see here. Didi, really? I gotta find her. I appreciate the compliment so much. That really made me smile. All right, details. It's not aerosol. It's the concentrated that you mix with the water. Man, listen, how in the hell, when you spray starch, you get like a little, I don't know. I wouldn't call it an after anything. I would say you get kind of like a little bit of the white powder or whatever, and then it gets ironed into your jeans. I think I tried to use starch like a few times and I gave up because I fucked it up. Like when I would spray the starch, it would literally iron into my pants and shirt. And I ruined so many clothes using starch. I gave up. And you know what I started doing? I just started putting my damn clothes in the. Listen, if guys don't tell you that they iron clothes with their dryer, they're lying. Okay. But now we got these great dryers, the side by sides I throw in there, put it in a 10-minute steam cycle, and I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I lived by myself for so long, you know, get out of the shower, walk my happy ass up there and get dressed in the damn laundry room before the shirt gets wrinkled again. Not the orgy. I'm so tired of people saying that. Oh, he's having an orgy party for Halloween. You know what? Never, never, ever, ever. One thing you can count on, as I said earlier, is no other man could have their clothes off in the same room that I'm in, period, ever. So it's not an orgy. Now, will people break off into their, own little personal spaces and I don't, and it's none of my business? Yeah, they probably will. It's most definitely a compliment. I think you would enjoy her channel. Talking to RY. Audrey again in the clouds. You drop down. Hell yeah, I'm doing it. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. My nurse walked in, enjoying the show as always, always in the clouds. Well, I really do appreciate that. Thank you for actually dropping down. You have a good evening as well. Say to your nurse that your YouTube friends, shout out to him or her, and take good care of our girl, okay? Or we'll be on your ass. We will dox you and drop down and anyway, I'm not going to be a Rex. I don't even own an iron. Let it vibrant. I own an iron, but I don't know where it is. How about that? Because my dumb ass, I used to put it on. You know how you press the button or whatever where it has the steam. I used to press that button way too much, and then it has like the little water sprayer. Man, I get so much steam and water and shit all over my clothes. And then you iron in like the old ass ironing board into the pants. Like I gave up ironing a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for dropping down. Absolutely vibrant. I don't even own an iron or ironing board. I strictly use a dryer. Oh, damn. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the reasons why I bought a side-by-side front loader is the steam cycle. You know, if oh Jesus, if it has to be ironed, it goes to dry cleaners. I don't iron. I would rather scrub floors with a toothbrush than to do iron. That's true. Reverse cowgirl, I take almost everything to the dry cleaner. Like everything but draws. You know what I'm saying? I take everything to the damn dry cleaner. They're like, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like you could even what you call it? Freaking anyway, whatever. Moving on. I forgot what I was gonna say because we're at the end of the show. All right. So if you guys have anything else for me, what I really like you to do, I know I say it all the time, but feel free to engage with me. Engage with me in comments below below the descriptions on the videos. What'd you say? You don't hate. Don't hate on the toothbrushes. I actually use them for cleaning the hard to get to spots. I have OCD. Right. I still use old toothbrushes to clean the bottom of my shoes, like if I accidentally walk out in the rain or something like that. So I get it. Shout out to toothbrushes. 50 Shades of Gray equals there you go. Monochromatic. Monochromatic is one color but different shades. So wouldn't that mean 50 Shades of Halloween means one holiday weekend with different activities? Yes. Yes. People take it too far. I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, just because it's 50 Shades of Halloween. Now, I did say that there was going to be some very sexy adult activity, and we will reveal that on Lady Nika's, and we will do a truth or dare. So I'm not necessarily saying it's an orgy or whatever, or that there's a lot of different activities, because there are a lot of different activities, but it definitely, the really cool thing is there's romantic interest, because right here, we hang out here every day. Every night. Like I like looking at it right now, just assume I'm not live and we're sitting back here chilling. We watch lives, we watch TV, we check on things, we have conversation, everything is good. You mean you can even freaking dry and steam in your shower? Oh God, I used to do that in college. Jesus Christ. I used to I definitely used to hang shit up on the towel racks and in the bathroom while I shower for sure. 50 Shades of Gray never equated to an orgy. No, it didn't. Not at all. 50 Shades of Gray was most definitely like one-on-one situation. for the most part. But anyway, as I said, Lolo receipts, networking on YouTube, and Bree saying nice stuff about me and people hating on it because she can't have an opinion that she likes me or whatever the case may be is absolutely ridiculous. Shout out to Bree for doing that. And hey, as I said, if I didn't cover something that I put in the title, or if you have suggestions for things that you want me to cover in the future, just know, just understand how blunt I am, how I don't give a damn what people think, and it's going to be true and honest commentary, and I'll try to be as unbiased as humanly possible. All right, well, let me get us out of here with Mo 3. Again, thank you so much. What is tomorrow? Friday. The only day I take off is Saturday because of college football. But as I said, I will see you all back here at 5:00 tomorrow. I'm going to watch, the YouTube streets. And as I said, I hope somebody does something stupid to make an ass out of themselves, because I will definitely come over here and talk about it. And as I said, the predictions for tonight, I want to learn about that Jay Dunn doxing thing, the Stefan. I don't necessarily care that him and Lemon had their shirts off or whatever the hell they were doing. Or no, Stefan didn't have his shirt off, or Lemon having his shirt off, or whatever the hell they were doing. But just to kind of figure out like the vibe and the energy around why Ness decided to uninvite people. And I don't know if Lemon is re-invited. I don't know. But Stefan and and Shakim are going to meet up, even though he's not going to go to Nestcation. So that'll be interesting. And let's watch the content, and I'll be back tomorrow. Mo3 is going to get us up out of here. Y'all have a good evening. See you tomorrow at 5.
And I ain't gotta say a damn thing, but girl, I'm trying to keep it. Cause someone who knows how to ride can take different positions. Now you screaming up and down we go. That's right, I never met the type of girl that's quite like you. Keep it on the low, and I can give more than the girl, it's true, but I only did one time, yeah.